the thick jungle of New Georgia pulsed with tension. The air was heavy with humidity, the scent of damp earth mixing with the acrid stench of gunpowder. Somewhere ahead, beyond the tangled mass of trees and swamp, lay Munda Point, a Japanese stronghold that had to fall. For weeks, American and Allied troops had fought tooth and nail, clawing their way through an unforgiving landscape, battling not just the enemy but the island itself. The long struggle begins. It started in late June 1943. The New Georgia campaign was meant to tighten the noose around the Japanese in the Solomons, and Munda was the prize. The enemy had turned the area into a fortress, hidden in the jungle, bristling with bunkers, artillery and machine gun nests. The U.S. Army's 43rd Infantry Division, along with Marine raiders and local Solomon Islanders, landed on the island under the cover of darkness. The objective: push westward, break through Japanese defenses and seize the Munda airfield. But what had been expected to take days stretched into a brutal, month-long battle. Hell in the jungle. The advance was slow, agonizing. The jungle was alive with unseen eyes, with snipers nestled in the trees and machine guns spitting fire from unseen bunkers. The Japanese defenders, well-trained and well-prepared, fought from camouflaged pillboxes and intricate trench systems. Every inch forward came at a heavy cost. Rain turned the battlefield into a swamp of misery. Malaria and dysentery gnawed at the men as much as the bullets did. Artillery shells shrieked overhead, their explosions shaking the jungle. The cries of the wounded mixed with the relentless chatter of enemy guns. The men of the 43rd Infantry Division pushed forward, step by step, dragging themselves through the mud, all for the final prize, Munda Airfield. The turning point. By late July the Allies were closing in. Heavy naval bombardments and aerial attacks pounded Japanese positions, softening them up for the final assault. The defenders, now outnumbered and cut off, fought with desperate fury. On August 5, 1943, after weeks of savage combat, the last line of Japanese resistance at Munda collapsed. American forces surged forward, finally securing the airfield. Smoke still curled from the wreckage of Japanese bunkers. The enemy, those who had survived, had melted into the jungle, retreating toward Kalimbangara. The cost and the victory. The battle for Munda had been a costly one. Over 1,600 American soldiers killed or wounded, and far more Japanese. The jungle had swallowed many, their fates unknown. But with Munda secured, the road to Bougainville and Rabaul lay open. The noose around Japan's South Pacific strongholds was tightening. The exhausted men, their uniforms torn and stained with mud and blood, looked out over the airfield they had fought so hard to take. Munda was theirs. The war, however, was far from over. Would you like a deeper dive into any specific part of the battle?